Hi YouTube, it's Shay. Um, Topic of discussion today is life. Um, I posted on Facebook that I was starting a YouTube channel. I would like for people to watch, um, and I would like for people to be engaged in my YouTube channel, almost like a blog. But the topics that I speak on, not all of them, but most of them, will be from Facebook friends and family. They will choose a topic that they will want to hear about, and basically, I will post it to YouTube. It's just my aspect on things. It's not really a thing that's going to apply to everyone's life. It's just my life. What applies to my life. But the topic today actually is life. You know, um, we can say human life. We can say wildlife, tree life, nature of life. There's different many things, but life is such a broad topic. So there's many different ways that I can go with this. But I'm just gonna say what comes to my mind and what I feel should be talked about. In life, there's different paths, different journeys that you take, different roads that you go down. In life, people got to understand everything happens for a reason. I can't stress that enough. I can't say that enough. That everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in my last video, when you guys learn that, you will learn to take life much serious and much more grateful for life. You will understand and comprehend things that you didn't understand and comprehend before, just because you're now understanding life. Life comes in so many different forms and formats and things of that such of sort. But life is what you breathe, eat, see. It's different for everybody. No one has the same life. You guys can live in the same house, do the same thing, and life will always turn out different for you. You can go to the same. You might take the same way to work every day of your life. And every day of your life, by you taking that same way to work, you will see something new. That's just how life is. Life is not meant to be the same. Life is meant to evolve. And, as you guys see, I'm having a wardrobe malfunction. But it's crazy, It's crazy to see things that happen in life, to understand life, Me personally, I think life it's a place for us to find our purpose. It's actually Earth is the place for us to find our purpose, but life is given to us for a reason, and no one ever is born into the world knowing that reason. That's why you go through life, and that's why you go through the journeys and the trials and the tribulations that you go through to understand your life. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever found or seen an older person, like I'm talking about, like excuse me, but probably older, like 90, if you've seen someone live to like 85 or something like that, they'll probably tell you, I've lived my life. And most of them, not all, because not all is as wise as one know, but most of them will tell you, I know why I was here. I lived my life, and I know why I lived it the way I did. And when you become that age, and when you become known to know why you're here, that's when you find the beauty in everything. You will probably throw up on yourself and find it beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff this and you don't necessarily have to be old. They say with age comes wisdom. That's not always true. That's my personal opinion. Um, I believe they say with age comes wisdom because they feel like as you get older, the more you know. But me personally, a 5-year old can tell you something, and you can be 23, and it can make the perfect sense to the 5-year old and to the person who's hearing it next to you, and no sense to you at all because your age of wisdom is not there yet. You're not mature yet. But that 5-year old has dropped wisdom on you, and you don't even realize it until your maturity of wisdom comes. So it's all in how you develop within your life, how you develop within yourself. A lot of people are not relaxed and calm and content with themselves to grow, to be wiser. And by that I'm saying a lot of people feel like you're younger than me, so you can't tell me this or you can't tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy life and let it flow, because once you start getting out of the what you feel is norm and getting into what you feel is right, you won't enjoy life. You really won't. And there is a lot of things that does take money. A lot of things do take money, and it's only because we as people made it that way. We made it that way. Money don't have to be the universal thing. It doesn't have to be all we need. You know what I'm saying? If you ever notice in life, if you ever noticed, the people that are rich get away with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And a lot of people like me go say he'd rather be rich than famous. I'd rather be famous than rich. I'd rather be wealthier than rich. I'd rather be with good health than rich. Rich will be the last thing that I want to be. Only because people don't understand the definition of rich. When you're rich, yeah, you have money, you have wealth, so not everybody have wealth, but you have money, you have gold, you have jewelry, you have clothes. You're able to do what you want to do. Yeah, because you're rich. But I don't just want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. And if I am rich, I want to be rich in wealth. I want to be rich in health. I want to be rich in my family, rich in love, rich in everything that can be possibly right for me. Understanding, comprehension, time, and all that good stuff. Because if I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to be wealthy in life. And that's not what people are understanding. People don't understand how to cope with themselves. People don't understand how to intertwine and interact with themselves. Like, people be trying to be in relationships and work things out with other people and say you love this person when you really don't know how to deal with yourself within life. And it's hard. It's easier said than done. And how I know people go through this, because I go through it. Not everybody go through the exact same thing, but everybody has endured the same thing once in their lifetime. Whether it's this lifetime, your next lifetime, or your last lifetime. You've endured something that I'm going through. A lot of people don't really believe in past lives. So, that's not really a subject that I'm going to touch bases on too much, because it might make somebody upset. But I'm going to touch bases on it only because I believe in past lives. And what I believe is not what you believe. It's point blank period. It's part of life. Different people have different opinions, and people need to learn how to not judge people by their opinion, but by their action. A person might have an opinion on something, but act upon it a different way. If you understand what I'm saying. My personal opinion is, first off, let me first say this. I want everybody to be able to have a chance to view my YouTube channel. Not just because I'm venting and ranting, just because some of the things I might say might be useful to you. So, I want you to listen. But first off, what I believe in is past lives, but me acting upon talking about it, I'm not gonna dwell on it and talk about it and keep going into the whole past life thing, because a lot of people are not comfortable with it. So if you just learn how to deal with yourself, you will learn how to deal with people in this life. What people don't realize that life is many different games. I know there's a game of life, but I think life is many different games. There's a game of chess, a game of poker, a game of dominoes. It's different games. And if you actually pay attention to those games, you will start to imply, this situation right here is the game of chess. This situation right here is the game of poker. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. Like, you just gotta take time out and observe. Not necessarily sit there and be quiet and be a dummy. But in the form of the way that I'm using dummy, as in can't talk. So that's what I mean when I say dummy. I don't mean like, oh, you retard, you dummy. No, not like that. And no offense to retardation or retarded people. Just basically say mentally challenged, because we are all God's children. We're all made in His image, and He made everybody beautiful. So you are beautiful, baby. That goes back to my first video. If you want to hear more about beauty, then, and self-love and no hate, that's my first video. But, this video is basically about life, and there's so many topics that I told you when I first started that I could talk about life, how we're not free, how spending is crazy, and how, it's just, life isn't appreciated. It's really not. It's and as much as most people say, I appreciate life, it's really not appreciated. Because if life was appreciated, we'll take the time to plant, garden, smell flowers, listen to things like nature, experience things that we never experienced before. We wouldn't run from things that won't even hurt us. Now, the things that will hurt us, yeah, it's kind of good to just walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying stand there and, get bit up and ate up. But for the most part, I've seen people run from garden snakes. I personally don't like snakes, but I ain't finna run from it. Not no more. I've grown up, and it took me a while to understand that life isn't here to necessarily put harm to you and to kill you. It's to make you stronger. And one saying that I've heard a lot of people say is, what don't kill you makes you stronger. So what you go through in life that doesn't kill you is making you stronger. Life is here to kick your ass. Life is here to hurt your feelings. Life is here to show you love. Life is here to be your friend. Life is here to do so many different things. But most of all, life is here to teach you a lesson. You're here in life for a purpose. And if you continue to humble yourself and love God and live within His rights, man, you will be okay and enjoy. That's one thing I can't stress enough. People stress so much that they don't enjoy life. Enjoy the gift that God gave you. It's not a curse. It's really not. And the only reason why I feel like a hellhole is because we as human creation made it this way. We made Earth feel like hell. We made this way. Not probably half of my viewers I'm probably talking to are most likely my age. We didn't really make it nothing because we're only 21, 22. But then again, you got to look at it. Our generation is Young Thug. I ain't gonna lie. Young Thug, that's my nigga because he makes some of the good music. You know what I'm saying? Slang talk. But in all jokes aside, his music, he getting paid for it. I don't knock him for it. I listen to it. I support it. But this whole thing, I understand you rich. I do. I understand that. And I ain't got shit. I'm struggling. I really am. But the thing is, people who are rich don't have nothing else better to do, I don't think. I really don't, because I think all they do is, and I might be wrong. That's the freedom of speech. You can say what's wrong, you can say what's right. Just admit to when you're wrong. They keep down all the damn confusion. But when people are rich, I feel like they really don't have nothing better to do. They don't really work for life itself. They work to get more money. They don't work to enjoy life. Don't they don't give back. They don't take the time to think, why am I in the situation I'm in? How did I get here? What did I do? Well, how can I be more humble? How can I love myself more? How can I love someone else more? People don't think about that. They think about the materialistic things that they get in, the cars that they get in, the dresses that they can wear if they're boys, how they go get their hair done, how they go get their nails done, how they go do this, how they go do that. Like, it's so much stuff to think about on the surface when you're rich because you have the money to buy it. But people out here struggling have nothing better to do. I have nothing better to do but then to go to work, take care of my family, and get my behind back in school and make YouTube videos. And then get some rest because I'd be tired after all that. It's crazy because, oh, excuse me. This video is going on 20 minutes. And I've probably not said anything useful to anybody. But I got my feelings out about life, and I've achieved the goal of speaking of the topic. Life is going to throw many curveballs at you, and it's going to do many things to you. But you can't be scared. You got to be strong. You got to get up, and you got to work your ass off, and you got to do what you got to do to provide for who you got to provide for, because God didn't put you in a situation for you to cry about the situation. He put you in a situation so you can figure out how to get through the situation. And once you get through that situation, you're going to understand that you going to be all right. You're going to understand that. Because what don't kill you, do what? Make you stronger. But my YouTube followers, I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching. I really didn't want this video to go over 20 minutes, so that's why I'm cutting it short. If you have opinions on life, please comment in the comment box below. That'll be much needed. All criticism is great criticism. Ain't no such thing as bad criticism. you know, take it, you run with it. I went a little bit over, but thank you guys for watching. I'm really proud and of myself, just talking and venting and getting it out there. But again, you guys are the best. Thank you and peace and love.